Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. My name is Nelly and I am an aspiring indie author, and we are gonna do a major editing day today. Technically, this could mean anything because I'm just calling it a major editing day, but I'm doing it as the equivalent to a 10K writing day for when I'm writing. So I'm basically trying to just edit a ton, and actually it's almost like a 10K editing day because my goal for the day is to edit 3 chapters, and those 3 chapters together are like, I don't know, 9,500 words. So it's basically 10,000. Plus I have a whole new scene to write in, so it's a lot. It's actually about to be 12. I don't know where my phone is. It's about to be 12 o'clock. So we're starting late. I was planning on starting this an hour and a half ago, but I was sleeping, so it's fine. But yeah, we have our good old water, our good old coffee, and we're gonna get started. Okay, my friends, it is now 12:30 exactly, and we just finished. Well, okay, technically we're doing chapter 13 right now. Chapter 13, I'm gonna end up breaking up because it could be way too long for one chapter. So I already broke it up. We just finished the first half that is gonna actually be chapter 13, and the new scene is going at the end of this chapter, and then it's gonna be the new chapter 14. But I don't feel like writing the new scene right now, so I'm gonna do that later. So I'm just gonna move on to the second half of this chapter. But anyway, we just edited 672 words and made it 1,276 words. I actually wasn't expecting that. I was expecting maybe 100 words. But while I was editing, I realized some things were just rushing too quick. And one of them I wanted to expand on. So yeah, we doubled it without meaning to, but that's fine. We're doing great. Currently, the word count of the manuscript for my first draft would be at 22,882 words, and this second draft is at 30,937. We've added 8,055 words so far. That's all editing, one extra scene. And it is 1:17 and we're done with 3,530 words. That is my original chapter 13, not broken up into 2. We're done. I don't actually know how many words I've added, I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, we haven't written that new scene yet. Don't know when I'm gonna write. I don't know if I'm gonna write it now or if I'm gonna wait a bit. So technically chapter 13 is not done until that scene is written. But I think for now we're just gonna stick to edits, especially this next scene because it's one of the scenes I'm really looking forward to. I also have to figure out which character's perspective it's gonna be from because I don't know. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick to editing because editing is usually the one thing that's hard for me to get into. So as long as I'm in the mood, I'm just gonna keep going with it, and then we'll go back to the writing section of it. But yeah. Hello, it's 3:45 and I just spent the last 2 hours finishing reading Barbarian Lover, which is book 3 in the Ice Planet Barbarian series. I wasn't planning on it. I started it last night. I read like 60% of it or so. I don't remember. And then I wasn't planning on reading it now. I was planning on reading it like later tonight. But I paused in my editing so I can go make some ramen, and while I was waiting for that I was like, oh, might as well just keep reading. And then I just kept reading, and I'm a really slow reader, so it took a while, but it was so good. I'm not sure if book 2 or book 3 is my favorite right now. They're just so much fun. Definitely gonna be reading book 4 because I want to meet Ruck and know like Ruck and Harlow's story. After that, I don't know if I'm gonna continue on. Like, I keep saying that, but I probably will, honestly. We'll see. But it was so much fun. Okay, before that though, I did get to editing the first scene of chapter 14, which is the second chapter I'm doing today. So that's gonna stop over 2,000 words to edit there, but I mean, that's still progress. Hello, it is just shy of 4:30. I just took a shower for my body only Felt really nice. I'm waiting for my laptop to finish with this video, not this one, a different one, and it's quickly losing charge. But yeah, I have not continued editing yet, so hopefully that will happen soon. Honestly though, in the hour and a half that I did it earlier today, I got 4,100 words edited. So if I put in a good 2 hours, I should be able to get the next 5,000, like 200, 300 words left done. And I can take another long break, and then I can write the scene that I need. So we'll see if I actually end up doing that. That's theoretically all I need. And I also need this on my back. So yeah, I'm very optimistic. I don't know why I suck at doing challenges like this, but I'm very optimistic. And it is 6:10, and we have added 333 words to this chapter, and it's fully edited. So that is 2 chapters down, 1 to go. Still got that whole scene to write. Is it weird? I think it is that I'm not entirely looking forward to writing these scenes. Like, I enjoy them, but the thought of having to do it, I think it's because it's adding to everything else I have to get done, and since I have a time pressure on myself, it's just making it even worse. But yeah, I'm just gonna focus on editing. And hold on. 885. We have, yeah, just last chapter, 3,030. I don't know why I just did that like that. We have 3,035 words left to edit, which is the entirety of the next chapter. Then honestly, then I can start editing another chapter, or I can write the scene that I need. We'll see. I'll allow myself to choose one. We'll see which one it is. Also though, it smells so good in here, because yesterday at Trader Joe's I bought these roasted vegetables that you have to just leave out to defrost at room temperature. So I took them out. You have to leave them out for like 2 hours to defrost. I took them out, put them on a tray, so they defrost. They've literally only been out for like 10 minutes. And it smells so good. Oh my god. I hope it tastes as good, but it smells so good. It's actually pretty good. Watermelon, wait. It's actually pretty good. Hopefully the energy part kicks in though, because I've had energy drinks before where literally does not change your energy status. So it's about to be 7 o'clock and I'm feeling the tiredness start to kick in. So hopefully it helps. We are actually almost done though. Okay, maybe I lied. Yeah, no, we have like 2.5 pages left to edit. And then technically we're done with the 3 chapters that I had planned for today. If we do more than that, even better. But we'll see. It is 7 o'clock and I finished editing that 3rd chapter. It took me an hour and a half. So overall it took me 3 hours today to get those 3 chapters done. That is so good. I don't know why I struggle so much it's because I struggle to put in the time. You know what it is? Let's have a little rant right now, okay? What it is before, when I was in school, I had a set schedule because I knew I had to be in class during a certain time, and I knew I had to dedicate certain hours to homework, which I just considered class. You know, I just considered it part of school. But I knew I had specific times I had to do that. So I would put my writing and my other work that I do around that, and I would adjust, and that's how I made my schedule. But now that I don't have school and I haven't had it for over a month, and I still haven't found work, I don't have that part of my day that's stable to wrap my other work around, and that is what's fucking me up. Because back when I had school and I had those times that I had to wrap my life around, I got so much done because I don't know, I feel like it was just because I knew I only had those certain hours to do it. Whereas now technically I have like literally all day. But then it just messes my it's really bad, but I basically need a job, not only because I need a job and I need the money and stuff, but also because I need something to wrap my time around. Yeah, that's my little, that actually was a very short rant. My rant is I need something to wrap my time around, because days like today, I somehow motivated myself to do those 3 chapters, but normally I know I'm not like that. Also just started writing the new scene that I need. Literally wrote 71 words for it. Just started it. But yeah. So we have the roasted veggies that I just left out for room temperature. They're pretty cold, but they do taste good. And then we made some tater tots. We got some ketchup and mustard mixed, and we're watching Big Bang Theory. It's all great. This tastes so good. Hello friends, we're back. It is the next day and it is almost 3:30. It's 3:20. I went to Cafe Nero today to get some editing done, and we're continuing on this video because why not? So I was still getting editing done. I finished editing the chapter for today actually. I finished writing the scene that I was supposed to have written yesterday, and I started the scene that's going into the chapter for today, but I didn't finish it because I still want to work out the quirks of what I want to happen there. But then I went into book 1 because technically today I'm supposed to start just another round of edits, like final edits before it goes to editor. And I started a whole page for descriptions just to make sure, because one of the things I'm looking out for in this like look through before I send it to my editor is to make sure all the descriptions line up. So I made a page specifically for that, for like basics like skin color, hair color, eyes, height, age, stuff like that. And then if there's any specific quirks, I'll add that in too. But yeah, and I just started reading the prologue for book 1. I'm making like very slight changes, like I might change one word here or there or stuff like that, but we're just going through it to get more, to make sure like the inconsistencies aren't there basically. But yeah, we are sitting here. I'm not gonna touch it because it's hot, but I just made some spinach artichoke dip from Trader Joe's. I haven't tried it yet though, so I don't know how it tastes. I have some tortilla chips. So yeah. Hello friends, it is a couple days later. I did not realize how short those clips were, and we're only at like 10 minutes so far in this video, so we're just gonna keep it rolling. And let's do a quick little update of where we're at in these books. Yesterday I joined Sarah's live stream and I got some editing done for book 2, which basically just means I got that chapter that I was supposed to have done yesterday done. I still actually haven't written that, like finished writing that scene from Saturday, so I need to do that. But today I haven't even started my chapter for the day. I have read a little bit for book 1, and I'm about just past 50 pages through the book so far. So yeah, it's going pretty well. We are still very much in the beginning, but not the next chapter I'm reading, but the one after that is literally 5,000 words. And I was like, oh no, where I need to break that up. But I feel like I remember thinking this like when I wrote it, or like the last draft that I had for this book, and I tried breaking it up and I couldn't find a natural spot to break it up. So I don't know, when I read it, we'll see if I can find a natural spot to break it up. If I can't, then it's just gonna be 120 page chapter. Now saying that though, I do remember, I think there's at least 1 or 2 more where I don't think they're at 5,000 words technically, but they're like just under 5,000 words. There's a couple of chapters in here that are like straight 20 pages in book 1. But yeah, the goal is to read about 3 to 4 chapters a day, which is around 10,000 words, around 40 pages a day. I didn't do it yesterday for no specific reason. I didn't do much yesterday in general. So yeah, if it wasn't for Sarah's live stream, I really don't even know if I would have done some edits. But we are doing well in my schedule, honestly. So if we continue on editing book 1 the way we're going so far, and I do have a scheduled in for later tonight to do, because I only did 1 chapter today. I'm trying to do the next 2, and that'll bring me to about 10,000 words for the day. 10,000 words for the day. So I'm so jumbled. You know, let me tell you, I made a cup of coffee for myself because I was so tired. Like, I literally started singing to myself. I was like, I am so tired, I wanna sleep. But I don't know if you can tell, there's a lot of energy in me, and that was pre-coffee. I already felt the energy in me. It's just my eyes were really tired. Now I drank the coffee and my eyes are fine now. Like, I'm awake, but I'm extra awake and I'm hyped up. So I don't know, maybe I should go to the gym right now. I do have to go to the gym today because my membership is charging today, and I have to go change the membership, so it's just like a little bit cheaper. And I have to do it today before it charges, so it's my excuse, and I have to go to the gym. But before then, I was editing this video. I'm sorry, the light keeps going in and out because the sun keeps going in and out outside. I can't really control that. And then I also want to get my edits for the day done, which is for chapter. I don't even know what chapter I'm on. Did I already edit this chapter? Yeah, I did. For 18, it's going to be chapter 19 in the book. Would like to get that done. How many words is that? It's about 2,500 words. Yeah, it's not too bad. And then I still need to write that scene for Saturday. And oh, actually, I think there's a scene in for today too. Hold on. There's a scene in for today's chapter too. There's 2 scenes for tomorrow's chapter. A scene for the chapter after that, a scene for a chapter after that. So for the next few days, there's extra scenes that I have to write in. Oh, there's a whole new scene. Oh. Actually, this could, okay. So still got a whole 2 scenes to write, plus the 2,500 words I have to edit today. So, theoretically, we're still on track for the editing. For the writing of the scenes, we're not really on track, but we're like basically there. But yeah, honestly, by around Friday, Saturday, I should be done with editing book 1, because it's like just like I'm reading the book and I'm making like minor changes here and there. So on Sunday, I'll probably start working on the blurb for that book, because I do want to have it ready to like start doing stuff for the book. And then, yeah, it'll be ready for its copy editor, but, you know, it'll be ready over a week in advance. But that's fine. And I can just put that off to the side and focus on book 2. And then book 2, currently, edits should be done by 30th of June. But with the extra scenes, we may not be done by the 30th of June. We may go into the 4th of July. Because again, I do want to have everything done at the same time. So on the 5th of July, I can send to my copy editor for book 1 and send to betas for book 2. Which is a whole other story. Because I don't have consistent betas like some people do that like do it for free and they do it for the entire series and stuff like that. I go off of Fiverr and I just pay. Because I don't know where people find their betas from. So I don't know how I'm gonna find people to do a second book in a series. Because I'm gonna reuse one of my people, but I'm not reusing the second one because they both actually gotten more expensive, but the second one has gotten crazy expensive, and I'm like, hell no. So I'm gonna use the first one. We'll see, unless she raises her prices again, I don't know. But yeah, that was my long rant, because again, I am hyped up. Oh, I'm looking at my calendar right now. I also have to do some work tonight. Actually, maybe I'll do that right now, because I'm way too hyped up to focus on editing, which is why I stopped my read of book 1, because I was like, girl, you're like hyped up right now. Like I was trying to read it and my mind was like going in 17 different directions, so I can't concentrate too much. Also, I went to the library today because I was returning my books. By the way, they're like a month overdue. Did not realize they were that far past overdue. So I went to the library today to return them, and they were closed. And I was like, what the hell? It's Monday. So whatever, they're closed. So I go to the slot to just like throw the books into, and that shit is overpacked. And I was like, I can't leave. I have 6 books. I was like, I cannot leave 6 books. It'll hang out, and then like if something happens to it, I'm responsible for it. So I left one because it was a mass market paperback and it fit in there perfectly. So I left that one in there. And I had to bring the others back, which just means I have to go back tomorrow. And I just wasted like 5 bucks on the train for nothing. So yeah. But it also looked like the library was open. And I really hope it was, because I miss just walking around the library. Although if masks are required in there, because the sign still said masks are required, which is weird because nowhere else are they required. But then again, I live in Brookline and that's in Boston downtown, so maybe it's a little different over there. But yeah, if they're still required, I'm not walking around. But if they're not, yo, I just had a 2.5 hour FaceTime call with my friend India. We were having a great time, right? And I had first this cup full of water that I drank, and then I had this full of water that I drank. By about the 2-hour mark, I really had to pee, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna leave in the middle of our FaceTime. It was a little bit before the 2-hour mark. And then at like 2 hours, 10 minutes, I was like, okay, girl, I really gotta pee, like I gotta go. And we talked for like another like 10, 15 minutes. To the point where by the time we said bye, I got up to go to the bathroom, and I literally could not stand up. I went like that, and I had to stay hunched over, because let me tell you, if I had stood up straight, pissed straight down my leg, it hurt. Like, it physically hurt. I never held my pee in that long. Oh my god. Hello friends, it is 6:20 on Wednesday, I don't know what date it is, 23rd of June, and I have had the day today. I was going to my pole place for a class today, and the bus literally just didn't come, so I couldn't go up. And you can't cancel that late because it was literally about to start. So I'm gonna call them and see if I could get that class back. I don't think I'm going to, but we'll see. But it's literally because the bus didn't show up. But anyway, it didn't show up, so instead I went to the gym. I was there for like an hour and a half. And then I came home, showered, got a ton of work done actually. Then I went for walks on my laptop for hours, and I got some Dunkin'. I was gonna get a different place. There's this shop near me that I've passed by. It's not like an actual shop. You have to like go up to the window. So I wanted to try it, but I went, they were closed. So I just went to Dunkin' because it was like around the corner. Then I came back and I started with book 2. And I specifically had today to do scene additions instead of edits. I like to also do edits, but like scene addition was important because I've been skipping it. The one I had to add on Saturday, I still had, and the one I had to add on, I don't remember what day it was, like Monday? Yeah, on Monday, I still have. So I was like, okay, let me get through those before I even go on to the next chapter. And I'm actually glad I stopped myself because I started writing those scenes. I finished the first one that I had to add, the one for Saturday. Came out, I'll tell you actually. It came out to 1,055 words. And then I started the one that was supposed to be done on Monday. And currently it's at 509 words, that scene, but it's not done. Basically wrote the first part to it and the last part to it, but the middle chunk is not there. So it's basically going to be an argument between 2 of the characters, but I don't really know what the argument, like I don't know what's going to start the argument. So like I kind of know what the argument is going to be about, but I don't really know what's going to start it. So I'm trying to think about that. I'm assuming it's going to be another like 500 words, like it's probably going to be around the same length as the first scene that I added. I'm assuming most of my scenes are going to be around 1,000, like most of the scenes I add are about 1,000 words or so. Out of the 3 scenes I've added so far, one was just under 2,000 words. It was 1,967, and it was like tagged on to a scene that was already there, so it's technically that scene is longer than that. The second scene I added was 905 words, and the third one was 1,055. This fourth one, I'm assuming it's gonna be around the 1,000 mark. But yeah, once that scene is done, up until chapter 19 of my book, except for the prologue, up until chapter 19 is edited. Also, except for the like wrap up part of book 1 that I still want to go in and throw in. Up until chapter 19 is edited. Chapter 20 I actually started editing yesterday. That was this chapter I had to have done yesterday that I didn't get done. It's actually gonna be confusing. So it's technically chapter 19, but because earlier in my manuscript I had broken up 2 of the chapters, it's now chapter 20, so I'm just gonna call it chapter 20. I had started it, I got like 300-400 words edited, and then I stopped, and it's just under 2,500 words chapter. But yeah, I'm gonna edit that. The reason I stopped is because the scene is from one character's perspective, and I want to change it to a different character's perspective, but that's also gonna throw in a lot more work, because anything that I'm saying, oh, she felt this and stuff like that, she saw this, I can't do that because I have to change it to someone else, and I can't really do that person, like how that's coming along. I don't want to do that. But this chapter also has 2 scene additions. So yeah, now I'm gonna re-edit these 300-400 words, because the scene that I'm adding right now into chapter 19, there's gonna be a little bit of hostilities I gotta throw in, so just a little bit. So yeah. But other than that, honestly, it's going well. Yesterday, I didn't really get much editing done. On Monday, I hadn't gotten any done. So I got the chapter that was supposed to be done on Monday done, and then I started the one that was supposed to be done yesterday, but I didn't finish it, obviously. And today I've added those 2 scenes, but I haven't edited. So I'm supposed to be done with chapter 21 today. So like the old chapter 20, the new chapter 21 is supposed to be done today. It's not looking like it. I also didn't edit book 1 yesterday. I did on Monday, but I didn't yesterday. So I'm also a little behind on that. You know what it is? It's because recently, around Monday-ish, Sunday, I think it was on Monday, I got back into watching Law and Order SVU. Yesterday, I literally spent hours watching it without realizing it. Like, I just wasted my entire day. That's why I didn't get anything done. I spent hours watching it. Today, I watched it at the gym and while I was working. So I also got a few hours watching it today, but like I was productive while I did it. And I really want to go back to watching it, but I also really want to get my work done. So I'm incentivizing myself to get some work done, and then I'll allow myself to go back to watching it.